how to make a children's leash. Is that fun, James? You trying to get away? Okay. So there's 3 different parts to this. But I did get all of these from the dollar store. So a $3 children's leash, if that's what you'll call it. Alright, so you will need a normal dog leash, 1 dog collar that is 18 inches to 24 inches, and then an adjustable harness, dog harness. So those are the 3 things you're going to need. So if you guys know me, you know that I just kind of figure it out as I go. So this is the, right here, this loop right here is the dog collar, and then this part is the harness. And I actually ended up not using some pieces on the harness. I just snipped those off. And that is, so this is where the baby's head goes, and arms, you know, head, arms. And then this is where I actually just snipped off this part. I don't need it, and that's not, I'm not going to use it, so I'm just going to snip this little part of the harness off. So I'm not using this piece or this piece, at least for this project. I'm sure I'll use it for something. And then I'm also snipping off on the other end the same thing. Yep. So we'll snip that off. So we're not using either of those. So this is just what's going over. See, I did it. And then I'm also going to be snipping off this little part right here. Just right like that. Kind of dissecting it into what I need it to be. And this part is actually going to be like this part on the harness. And I'll just fold this under and sew it together like that, up and down. And then it will go back under, just like this one is on this one. So this part is the part that I think I want to change something I did on this one. I put these adjustable straps in front. I think I'm going to put all of the adjustable stuff in back. So where this clip is going to be on the back of the baby child, and this I just took both sides, slipped it right in that spot right there, in between the little snap and the part where you're going to hook on the collar. And so I'm just going to go ahead and sew on this area right here, just like I did on this one that's already done. And then that's going to hold everything together on the harness. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that. James.
I fart.
Shh. Say, excuse me.
I fart.
Let's see, is it not plugged in? Oh, there it is. And just go slow because this is, you know, it's not that, I don't know, easy to sew on this tiny area. So just go slow with it. I'm just going to kind of make a square, a little square.
I like it.
And go over it as many times as will make you feel comfortable, because your baby's going to be attached to this, right? So, as you can see, I just kind of made a little square right there. On this side too. And now I'm just going to cut off this excess material. And I believe I can just singe the edges and make that stay. So I'm going to try that. I haven't tried it. I haven't done it on this one yet, but I think I'll do that as a final stage. So it's like halfway done right there. This is like the knot. What am I trying to think of? I'll stretch it out and I'll adjust it when I put, you know, Corbin in it, or James, or whoever goes in this one. I'll stretch it out and adjust it to them. That's what I like about these, being able to adjust them really easily. So the next part is the front, this little loop right here. I'm going to want to actually clip this part off all the way, I guess. And then I'm going to stick this through. And this is where I'm going to want to sew it. You see what I did there? Kind of backwards. So that this part will be on the inside and it will look nice and sewn together like that when I'm done. You can kind of see what it will look like when I'm done. Better than having it just stick out, like, you know, have this part all sticking out. So flip it inside out and go ahead and sew over this little part right here. Alright, and now I'm going to actually take and zigzag the edge, and I'll also singe it. Alright, so now that we have that all sewn on, we are going to see, this is where the belly goes, this is where their head goes, and their arms. Hello! This part is not going to be sewn on, but it's just going to be sewn around it, and we're going to do the exact same thing, kind of make that heart shape right there, and then just flip it inside out, and sew over exactly like we did on this other one right here. Okay, so I just finished sewing up this last little part. You can see the harness is basically all put together. This is the front right here. This is the back where you're going to snap it and hook the leash thing. So at this point, the only thing that's really left is to kind of fix these little, you see these little frays that are coming off of here? Can you see that on the camera? So at this point, that's all that really needs to be fixed. Excuse the dirty kitchen. Alright, so just light this and you can see it singeing up all these hairy little spots right there. And that's really all there is to it. It just hardens it. I think it's synthetic or something, and it's like turning it into harder plastic. But that's what's going to keep it from fraying. So don't actually burn it, but just put the heat close to it, and that will make it all singe up tight so it's not going to fray. So I think that's about it. Now all that's left is using it and adjusting these as you need to on your, you know, kid. By the way, we're using this for a movie. I feel so rednecked right now. But it's fun. It's fun. And I think these actually, there's been many, many times where I've been like, I need a leash for my child. Not treating them like a dog, but you know, just to be able to keep them under control. So these are really handy. $3. I can't even tell you how quick it was to make them. Like, I don't even know. It was so quick. I just got it like an hour ago, and I'm completely done with 2 of them. So, really, really quick. You can try it at home. You just hook the leash up right here, and then you're done. So there you go. How to make your own children's harness.